I stream daily, almost daily on twitch.tv/kanister_MTG, so be sure to visit that if you would like to catch some of my live content. That's a solid opening hand. Tiru-tiru. Bim bum, tiru-durum. Bim bum, puru-duru-du-du-dum. Ore, ore, pahore. Shall I 10-1 grief? The answer is, well, I will not get to. Ore, ore, pahore. Did we O2 the prelim? I scooped once. It was imminent that I'll get crabbed by a ruinous crab. My round 3 opponent played mill in the O2 bracket, so I spared myself that. Notably after I cut endurance for Tormod script. Not that it actually does anything to have endurance. Ore, ore, pahore. Holy shit, the Living End deck is so good, chat. Oh, okay. Nice draws. Sorry. Ore, ore, pahore. High wire might. Ore, ore, pahore. Kryptos. Pushos. Alright, buddy. Ore, ore, pahore. Lasciami mi amore. Didn't play around Highwire Exile Shardless SMH. That is because I actually, unlike you, read Highwire Might. Which put me at an advantage. I think this is a weak grief matchup. We can board the Nightpack Ambushers for the lulz. It's also a weak Force of Negation matchup, so let's engage in the backdoor plan. Could also swap Architects for Endurances to backdoor them real hard. Since I don't have the blue blackness this week. Holy shit, I'm mid-ranging so hard. Excellent hand. Almost. Excellent hand. Footsies. Holy shit, what was that wolf tech? I will out midrange my opponents with the wolf. Opponent takes my Violent Outburst, but they don't know that I actually don't care. With 21 total lands living end, you can hit your land drops always, and then you can win easily. Always. Would you recommend the wolf in open decklist too? I just thought of that. Probably. Do you think I should sub the wolf? The Goyf. Let's sub the Goyf. Try Cascade and win that way. Wolf not so good versus Goyf. Yeah, Goyf a bit problematic, that is true. Everything else I'll deal with a Bonecrusher Giant with. If I get my Misty Rainforest needled because I play this tapped, I'll cringe, but that's not gonna happen. Also, they put Goyf on top somehow. Ren and Sex. Holy shit. Maybe they have Endurance in their deck. They needed a green card. So they have 12 life. Holy shit. Nihil Spell Bomb. Don't you worry, Chad. It's all good. We are checkmating them right now. Pretty successfully. They won't have the balls to fire the high spell bomb if I do it. So I'll just get a breeding pool. Hopefully they play Saga. Is that a new card? Sure seems like one. Kanister, do you prefer Amulet or Living End? What does that mean? How am I supposed to answer such a loaded question? It's impossible for me to do that. Obviously, in this moment, I am extremely tilted by Ruin Crab demolishing me. All sen, same. It's an unanswerable question. Mill is very hard, yes. You can, like, it is, the route to winning to victory is pretty simple. You just Amulet all over them on turn 2, but if that doesn't happen, then it's really easy to have like a key land mill, then it sucks. Not Huel Jeshin is the player who played 4 Curse Totems in their Yawgmoth, anti-Yawgmoth 4-color list. I've seen a opponent dying with several totems on field versus Yogg. Holy shit, several totems. Also 4 Chalice, I believe. I think so, yeah. 2 totems Habilito stack up. No. This is even 4 color. Seems like it. Wow, not a single fetch, how lucky. Having totem in your deck is actually bad. It's good, totem is good, my friend. I'm sure that Nightpack Ambusher is gonna work. The triple totem amulet decklist puzzle me a little bit too, yeah. And I guess the 4 copies amulet, 4 copies totem, 4 color list. That's weird jump. He has so much shit to board, and I actually can damage him a bit. I think Fawn is like medium. Fluster is insane against Cascade decks, yeah. Sure. I've been doing pretty good in the Chalice. Sure. I do like this Living Endless, Mr. Streamer. Thanks, I came up with it. Actually, no, I had it mostly saved before. I thought about it a decent amount, but didn't play it in a long time. Do I grieve? Will this become a limited stream at some point for PT prep? Unlikely. I'll stream Pioneer and I'll play drafts off stream. If my opponent runs, then I will not know if I want to hit it or not. The subtlety. Holy shit, what a hand. Maybe I just take the ring and non-sub the Ren. The Ren doesn't do anything here. They have plenty of lands anyways. What a keep, holy shit. Portal 2 is pretty fun. I don't know if I should be shocking or fetching Steam Vents or Breeding Pool. It's impossible to tell for me. If I have Breeding Pool, Steam Vents, Stomping Ground, I'm probably pretty good. Do I think Living End wants a new Surveil land? Holy guacamole. Maybe. There's only 4 fetches. I mean, I guess those fetch too. Stomping Ground to be a Surveil land. Tapped land in Modern. Bro, if you play like Island Preordained, you play the tap land. And like, that's fine. Somehow. I can play a ring and then I won't have a dispute. That was so bad. I don't know. Bro, stop lands in Modern? Even use Ren. It's not really a cycler since you don't draw a card. It's also not really a cycler because you don't spend a card. Ooh, Teferi. Bro, come on, you should have pitched Teferi and then let me discard Omna. It'll be much better. Classic Living End. Not sure we have to bounce it in, but I think I will. Why are we making mana? I don't get those moves, kind of. Why not champ with Brazen Borrower? Brazen Borrower can only block creatures with flying. Henceforth, why? What a crew of monsters. We are just a Nightpack Ambusher away from demolishing my opponent. Somehow they're still not interested in Boseiju killing my lands. I don't know. Maybe it's not good, but you have nothing. Could bounce it with Otawara. No, I don't want to. Cascade. My crew of monsters is not gonna pressure my opponent all too much. Holy shit, that's what I hope to draw. We deal 9, they go to 12. Next turn, Oliphaunt is 8. And then I have 9. 8, 9, 17. So next turn I have 21, so I can attack Ren. said the Oliphantos. Holy shit, that's a chalice. Another monster to join my Oliphantos. So now it's 6, 11. So I have to cast the Outburst too. Could cast it into Chalice, but I don't know. Holy shit, that was giga easy. What made you play Living End? I freed my prelim and wanted to play something different for a league, for a change. Before the Pioneer prelim at noon. I had a Living End list labeled as serious with Nightpack Ambushers in the sideboard, so I had to give it a go finally too. Opponent was last seen 4 days ago with Scamos. Be my guest. In which world is Nightpack Ambusher not serious? Exactly. Voidwalker. I have Outburst in my hand. I guess I might not. But I have Subtlety in my hand. I have Grief in my hand. Not that Grief beats Voidwalker too well, but we don't necessarily struggle against Voidwalker. I would rather pitch Architects if they play Voidwalker than discard it. Sure, buddy. Holy shit. I just thought they're gonna finish their turn and then they just play this. Holy shit. It's not how it was supposed to go. Holy shit. So bad. Modo only play, I wouldn't have Haber in paper. I mean, my fault, I guess, but... Fable. No, just shock. You have another Baumeister? But why would you shock for it? Call against commandos. Okay. 2 damage, okay. Bowmaster Undead in 1 card? Holy shit, the technology and scam is getting out of hand. Might draw like blue card. If I sub this, I might draw Urborg and block the Orcish Army token too. I think if I didn't misclick through my sub, I beat their hand 100%, so it would have been pretty nice. Living Gant, holy shit. That sounds funny. But I died in a pathetic way. Ah, here it was. I thought the ambusher was a joke. Well, maybe you are the joke then, for not recognizing it. I will totally fetch a Steam Vents with my Generous Ent. Or will I? Of course I won't, you can't. Generous Ent. What is your move, friend? I see. Tank, tank, tank. Seeing this makes me want to play Living instead of Amulet. Okay. I don't know about that. Seeing this makes me want to play
He's
Living
a
End.
phenomenal
Holy
control
shit.
player.
16 already?
Ay, 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 ay. Okay. Thank you, Icy Wolf, for your sub. But again, like I misclicked game 1, so we would have game 3 to take revenge on my opponent who managed to assemble Chalice, Voidwalker, Thoughtseize against my weak draw. Fair. Living End. And what? Almost. Keep. I will actually not cycle. Yet. Maybe I should play a fetch and fetch Steam Vents end of turn then. This is not Rhinos. -2 life might actually matter. Nothing matters. My opponent is dead next turn. Deterministically. Spell Pierce plus turn Scalding, please. Yeah, beat that. Need 2 Spell Pierces. This is curious. I put an extra Subtlety into my graveyard versus them putting a Subtlety and a Grief. It's not clear, but what a pitch. Prior Ponder. They should make it so that if you don't have any extra blue cards in your hand, you can actually play your Force for free without pitching. Did Living End ever play Mindbreak Trap? I mean, ever, maybe, but the answer would be no, I guess. Mindbreak Trap works if your opponent has 3. Holy shit. Alright, do we play around Spell Pierce? So, if they had Spell Pierce, then they wouldn't spend Scalding. Okay, pitch Sub. Sub only works on Grief. Scalding also only works on Grief. So, if you have Spell Pierce, just use Scalding to keep your pre-order, and why not, right? So I think there is 0% chance they have Spell Pierce in their hand. So I think logically, if they have the Spell Pierce, they are the luckiest sucks alive. But I could have maybe pitched the phone like in that spot, but... See, they didn't have it. It was so obvious. It was so clear they were 0% to have it. Show hand, I'm curious. I am guessing it's a counter spell. And not no lands, yeah. Counter spell, no extra lands because they banned iteration. To co mówi hejter, chuja wbijam. Brazil. One Brazil, they have like a random astray, Hers or Chalice. And one Endurance. Just want to cut the subs, don't want to cut anything else. Want to keep it blue if possible. Holy shit. Well, they can cast it now, but it is funny that I gave them a graveyard hate card. Holy shit. Kto gra Hersem? Ja pierdolę. Patrzyłeś na mnie. Znajdę. Każdy gra taksówką w ziąbulku. Nie no jak. Każdy gra kurwa 3 magusy, nie? Ale wiadomo, jak gram Living Endem, to każdy gra taksówką, jak gram Amuletem, to każdy gra 3 magusy, nie? Więc tak źle i tak niedobrze, nic nie zrobisz. Nic się kurwa nie da zrobić w tym świecie. Should wait for the... Alright, wygrać. Dobra, nie chcę się grać już. Śmigło, żeś coś mnie na mnie. Tyry, param, pim, pamie. Let's go deterministically win this game with my living end. Phone's not so good at protecting from that. Punished for cycling that way. Maybe it was a bit poor. I wonder how many turn 1 Ragavansh were played since Modern Horizons 2. 10,000? 30,000? 5 million? $300k model matches. Holy shit. Almost want to force one, but I don't actually have that many forces. What percentage of his waking life has Duke 12 spent on Magic Online, chat? Can you find out how many model matches you have played? Only if you qualify for the mocks. That's the price. How many Ragavans have been casted by kanister? A solid amount, but less than worldwide. Well, you could email them and ask, but... You can look up the results from 2 years ago. Was it 2 years ago? Or was it a year ago? I don't remember. 2021, I think. No, 22. Yeah, a year ago? No, 24. It's the year right now. So it was 2 years ago, I think. But it's good. They spend the Cluster Storm so I can draw Outburst and have triple force backup. And by triple, I mean double. Maybe worth countering this. I kept Stern Scalding for the grief countering. Probably not too bad. Holy shit, holding both creatures back. Do I like the new ley line? No. I think it is unlikely to be a competitive card. Partly because it doesn't do anything. Do I like the new reanimation spell? I don't know. Has it been spoiled today? Outburst! The one that casts Emrakul. I do like it, yeah. It's a little bit crazy. Oh no! This Mishra's Babiola. An artifact type Alright, keeps on top. So no delirium. Is good, is good. Look. See what? Probably nothing. Block. Take 8. Go to 1. Vicar of Vives. Holy shit, double grief. Outburst, 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 outburst. No dupa, no dupa. Oh hi, sorry. Sorry for what? I'm not sure which is better to cycle this turn, and I'm trying to think really hard and I can't tell. Can we please ask for a longer stream today? I'm streaming the Pioneer Prelim at noon, so it should be plenty long. Alright, it's Mountain Cycle because of Baumeister. No, lubczyki wyjmę. Się będę pakować. Się po prostu zabiorę, a jak nie będziesz chcieć, to tak powiem, nie zagrasz se i tyle. I play a morph that also kills your entire board and summons 20 power. Holy shit. This changes everything. Kanister is a good match. It's a pretty good match, yeah. Seemed like 2 Oliphantos were good enough to carry. It's a bit bad that most of your cards against scam, like the normal interaction, all lines up poorly into the scam deck. That means we get to sideboard a lot of useful cards, which is also nice. Me likey. This is a 5-lander. Unless they have Chalice, then it's actually a 4-lander. Did I see the new Meninone list without grief? I don't think so. 8 land cycles, holy shit. MDFC? Valakut Awakening, holy shit. 2 endurance. What always is a bit weird to me is when people don't play for Subtlety in their Living End decks, but maybe it's just a shit card and I don't know anything, but it seems to line up very well into many relevant hit cards. So to each their own. They hit my forest and play Blood Moon. It's gonna be sad, but that's not gonna happen. Holy shit, that's even worse. He said he's doing fine with the list now. Well, it's for the most part it's the same list, so sounds like a list you could do fine with. Can simulate Force of Negation's existence. I guess cycle this is better. I mean, the Valakut's Awakening is a card that shows up sometimes you are trying to put your Living Ends on the bottom of your library with it. I have watched Stein's Guide, but a while ago. 10 years ago, I'm guessing, so I don't remember much besides the fact that there was time travel and the main protagonist was saving his love interest from a murder, but it was actually really hard to do. Holy shit, they almost got me. And when I say I watched it 10 years ago, it was probably closer to 15. Because 10 years ago I was 18. Holy shit. Ah, almost. GG's. I think it was an 70-minute Living End 3-2.